Hello, today I'm looking at Majjhima Nikaya number 27, the Culahatthipadopama Sutta, translated as the shorter discourse on the simile of the elephant's footprint. And this is occurring around Jetta's Grove, and it starts with a conversation between the Brahmin Janasoni, who's in a white chariot with white horses, and Pilatika Vachayana, an itinerant who has been with Buddha at Jetta's Grove. Janasoni asks Pilatika why he has confidence in the Buddha, and Pilatika replies by way of a simile. Just as an elephant herdsman would recognise a bull elephant's trail by the size of its footprint, so when Pilatika saw the size of 4 footprints of the Gautama, he came to the conclusion the Blessed One is fully enlightened, the Dharma well proclaimed by the Blessed One, and the Sangha community is practicing in a good way. And what are the 4 footprints? There are those who wish to trap, trick and demolish the views of others with their sharp wit, but after visiting the recluse Gautama, listened to his Dharma talk, they became his followers. This is the first footprint. There are also learned Brahmins who have become his followers. This is the second footprint. There are also certain learned householders who have become his followers. This is the third footprint. There are even learned recluses who have lost their way and by realising the Dhamma through direct knowledge become followers. They believed and declared they were Brahmins and Arahants, but they realised this was not really so until they took up Gautama's Dhamma. This is the 4th footprint. On hearing this, Janasoni stepped down from his white chariot and expresses his wish to meet Buddha. And on meeting Buddha, Janasoni relates to Buddha the simile given by Pilatika. But Buddha replies that the simile is not complete. Buddha continues, suppose an elephant woodsman sees a big elephant's footprint. Can the elephant woodsman conclude this is the footprint of a bull elephant? No. It could be a footprint of a she-elephant that also makes a large footprint. The woodsman then sees another footprint and scrapings high up on a tree. Of bull elephants? Not necessarily. It could be an elephant with prominent teeth. This is then repeated with the sighting also made of marks made by tusks, and also later marks made by tusk and broken off branches. Buddha said it is only when the woodsman sees the bull elephant that he is able to say, this is that big bull elephant. A bull elephant. So too, Buddha continues, a Tathagata appears in the world, accomplished, fully enlightened, teaching good Dhamma and revealing a holy life that is utterly perfect and pure. A householder hears the Dhamma and acquires faith in the Tathagata, and finding it not easy to practice the holy life at home, he takes up the yellow robe and goes forth into homelessness. And so he abandons ideas of killing, abides compassionate, and takes up the Buddhist precepts. He undertakes restraint of his faculties, that's the sight, smell, sound, etc. And possessing the noble restraint of the faculties, he experiences within himself a bliss that is unsullied. He also becomes one who acts in full awareness, whether moving, eating, drinking, wearing his robes, and so on. Then, possessing noble virtue, noble restraint of the faculties, noble mindfulness and full awareness, he resorts to a secluded resting place. On returning from his alms round, he sits, legs crossed, body erect, establishing mindfulness. He purifies his mind from covetousness. He abandons ill will, abandons sloth and torpor, abandons restlessness and remorse. He abandons doubt. Then moving beyond the 5 hindrances, secluded from sensual pleasure and unwholesome states, he enters upon and abides in the first jhana. This, states Buddha to the Brahmin, is called a footprint of the Tathagata, something scraped by the Tathagata, something marked by the Tathagata. But a noble disciple does not yet come to the conclusion the Blessed One is fully enlightened, the Dharma well proclaimed, the Sangha is practicing in a good way. The same occurs with the second jhana, the third jhana, the fourth jhana. The follower then goes on to a recollection of his past lives and the aeons of a world expansion and contraction. This too is a footprint of the Tathagata, but a noble disciple does not yet come to the conclusion that the Blessed One is fully enlightened. And this whole process is repeated for the passing away and reappearance of beings, and for the destruction of taints and bad influences. Eventually, Buddha continues, the disciple's mind is fully liberated from the taint of sensual desire, from the taint of being, from the taint of ignorance. Birth is destroyed, the holy life has been lived, what had to be done has been done, there is no more coming to any state of being. It is at this point a noble disciple comes to the conclusion the Blessed One is fully enlightened, the Dharma is well proclaimed, and the Sangha practicing in a good way. Buddha concludes, it is at this point, Brahmin, that the simile of the elephant's footprint has been completed in detail. On hearing all this, Brahmin Janasana then becomes a follower of Gautama. And so ends Sutta number 27. And I take it from this sutta that just rather being a follower because others are follower, it is only by direct knowledge that one can become a true follower of Buddha's teaching. Thanks for watching.